I'm too old to gain muscle. I'm too out of shape. Now isn't the perfect time. You're right, and it might never be. You're probably feeling overwhelmed with fitness options, maybe a bit stagnant. I've been there too, and understand what feeling out of shape feels like. It's a downward spiral. You feel so far from your goals, it's hard to know where to start. However, you don't need perfect circumstances, you just need to change your habits. Now really can be the perfect time. These are tips I've picked up throughout the years to fight the fear of starting, lack of progress, and age-related concerns. Our bodies change as we begin working out, getting older, and it does take effort as we get older. Use it or lose it applies. Staying in shape, however, fights off many age-related declines and helps you feel like you. I promise you can still see terrific results and add muscle from whatever stage or age you are. I've seen it in the gym with friends, family, colleagues, and clients, and the research backs it up. For starters, often we may have improper or incorrect workout habits, as well as diet misconceptions. These might do more harm than anything else, or we think we won't see results anyways, so we don't try, or are less active than we were at a younger age. It's a terrible cycle. This is why we need to keep moving. You may have been able to get away with something at a younger age that you can't anymore. Now comes being consistent and using little things that add up. As an ACE certified personal trainer, my goal is to make your fitness journey easier and lifelong. Every age and stage allows us to adjust training and our nutrition. Nothing works forever. You always have to be adjusting and evolving. Otherwise, your body no longer has a stimulus and won't progress, whether you're old, young, or in between. Nothing works forever. Our diet and workouts have to adjust to meet new needs and goals. I want you to be able to function well and move until your last day on earth. Here are my top tips to help. Stick around to the end, as all are needed to help you get in the best shape of your life. Use it or lose it. We hear this in many areas of life. As we age, many people tend to not lift or strength train like they used to. However, this is not conducive to keeping lean muscle. We see more dramatic shifts in muscle mass loss as we get older because we neglect strength training. We stop doing things that made us stronger and helped us get in shape in the first place. We accept the natural decline of age and don't push ourselves and make healthy lifestyle choices. You may not be able to squat 500 pounds when you're lifting or at 75 years old, but you definitely can have a healthy range of motion and squat a couple times a week so you're able to move for your whole life. You may feel awkward or like you recover slower as you age. Maybe lethargic if you haven't worked out for months or possibly years. I definitely don't feel like I'm 15 anymore. Maybe you just don't enjoy working out. Coordination could feel uncomfortable. But this uncomfort area is where you can push yourself to then feel more confident. Focus on mind-muscle connection, which can help with strength and better muscle hypertrophy. As you focus on the muscle you're working, you have to challenge your muscles and coordination so they can work for you in the uncomfortable movement pattern life throws at you. Different things like bending down to pick something off the ground, opening a jar, or putting something on a top shelf. This will help you to avoid injuries and falling down. If you've enjoyed this content, consider giving us a fitness-loving thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We provide new content weekly. Next, stop dieting, as it is by definition not something you're going to stick to. Instead, adapt a healthy lifestyle, dietary choices, instead of something that will pass after a few weeks. Muscle helps to keep your metabolism high. We burn more calories at rest and stay leaner by packing on the muscle. Your body uses protein less efficiently as it ages, which is why you need to avoid extreme diets and calorie deficits. If anything, you need more protein as you age, and extreme diets make this difficult. It can feel harder to lose weight over time, so we start to think we need to eat less and less. This could not be more wrong and will only rob you of results. These calorie swings and deficits work against us long term. This is why people yo-yo and gain weight right after losing it. More muscle mass is lost instead of fat. This leads to different adaptations and a worse body composition, a flabbier version of what you were. These metabolic adaptations make it so we burn fewer calories at rest. Your body gets used to lower calories and doesn't lose fat. Then we just slash calories lower and lower, yet still don't see the results we want. This then just makes the weight gaining cycle worse. Instead, I would propose you fuel your body and create a good environment for lean muscle mass. Give it the right macros it needs so you can keep muscle on. You want to maintain just a slight calorie deficit to keep off fat and keep protein high to fuel muscle. You might find yourself needing to retrain your body to eat more for a season as a surplus so you can then cut back down to a healthy level for muscle promoting health. The next tip is to do moves that challenge you. Strength training is so important to muscle and life as we age and to the overall quality of life. As we challenge our muscles, we force them to rebuild and grow stronger over time. So don't fear lifting heavy as you get older. Fear bad form and less range of motion, not being able to do what you love. Lifting heavy is relative to your fitness level. If you haven't lifted before, it could be bodyweight push-ups and squats, or it could be getting 2 more reps and pushing yourself. It's individual to you. Maybe you prefer bands, dumbbells, or potentially barbells. Don't stop using heavy weights just because you hit a magic birthday. Weight does not change based on age as long as you're smart. You may need different exercises or to adjust volume, but don't stop strength training. This will stunt your progress more than anything. Connect to the exercise you're doing with your mind, and you'll see better results. This brings us to neuromuscular efficiency, which is the ability to recruit muscles quickly in the right order to perform exercise or movements. It's also key to reaction and coordination in everyday activities. If you're able to recruit more muscles quickly, this activation will also improve hypertrophy. For maximal muscle, you want to have good mind-muscle connection. Challenge your muscle and coordinate all this with load as you strength train. Another key to promoting and preserving muscle is to increase your protein at every meal. As we age, we tend to less efficiently utilize protein, so it takes just a little more concentrated effort. We need to increase our protein, especially as we lift weights and feed our muscles. Muscle protein synthesis is just not as efficient as when we're younger. So if you've been used to getting 20 grams of protein in a meal, increase it to 30 in the same meal. If you're training really hard, it could even help at times to have 40 grams of protein in a meal. As we age, our appetite can decrease some. Having a high protein diet can make us feel fuller as well. By increasing protein by a little at each meal, this can be easier than trying to get it all at once in one sitting. Also, having a high protein-centric meal before and after workouts will help with energy before and recovery after. In addition, you may benefit from sipping on essential amino acids throughout the day. Don't forget your whey protein, as it's high in leucine, which is crucial for muscle protein synthesis. Breaking up your protein can give you a positive protein balance and keep you anabolic throughout the day to stimulate growth. The next tip is to not forget your mobility work. Aches and pains can leave us feeling off and add up, making us feel like we may not want to go to the gym. We often blame our age instead of possible imbalances or overtraining that have just added up. Whatever the reason, we can't ignore the issues if we want to keep training. Mobility is important because it can help us move better and recover quicker. It can help us fight inflammation so we can continue to train consistently. If we train but don't take the time for recovery, it reaches a point of diminishing returns where we're just beating our bodies down. Rest time is actually when we rebuild from the micro teardown strength training brings. I would recommend being consistent with mobility work as part of every warm-up so you can avoid injury, keep lean muscle, and avoid overtraining. You might be surprised to see that an extra 5 to 10 minutes of mobility work will help you so you need less days off to recover by putting in a little more work daily to prime your body for movement at the time. Another thing is to be strategic with when you eat your meals. Fasting can be tough to do consistently if you're trying to keep or even put on muscle. There are many benefits to fasting. However, as we get older, having your body in a negative protein state can be harder to recover from if done daily. So if we're in a fasting state, it puts us in the negative balance more often, which is suboptimal for muscle. If you strength train or train fasted, you don't have the fuel or extra to push harder in workouts. Pre-workout time, I would consider having a protein and a carbohydrate. The protein provides amino acids to your muscles, and the carb will help give some energy to fight off fatigue as you train. You might be able to get a couple extra reps and feel stronger. The research shows that consistent resistance training with amino acids before and after workouts will get the best anabolic protein synthesis response. Protein after a workout is key to recovery as your muscles are broken down when you train. Getting the amino acids will help you to be able to train again more quickly. You don't have to get protein within a few minutes after, but personally I feel best when eating within 2 hours afterwards at the most. The next tip is to stay active on your days off. Recovery days don't have to mean complete rest days. Use these days for long walks, to get outside, or to get some mobility and stretching work to stay fresh. R&R doesn't mean you don't do anything. You can use this as a prep day for your next intense workout. Walking is something that is underutilized to help us move better and improve our bodies. Sometimes even the simplest things to do, such as walking, are forgotten, and they really promote health span. It will improve body composition at any age and stage. Walking is a true triple threat in that it can help us keep off unwanted fat, help our aerobic health, and help us recover from a hard workout without having to push too much. It can help with blood flow, good digestion, and regulating blood sugar. Walking for me personally has been a good way to still get movement in my day and work for de-stress. I like to walk after meals whenever I have time to aid in digestion. Don't be afraid to get mobile, move, and have fun on days off. You don't have to sit and be completely sedentary for your muscles to recover. I only say this because I used to believe this many years ago. Get up and get your steps. Keep working on getting stronger for a lifetime. In my humble opinion, and as a certified personal trainer with a love for fitness, I believe we can and should work on building and keeping lean muscle for a lifetime. I know not everyone loves working out, but 30 minutes consistently throughout the week, day after day, adds up. You're never too old to see results. As with anything in life, you want to keep progressing. Your food, macronutrients, and workouts should always change some. Needs and goals can change, and that's how it should be. A simple number such as our age that we can't control shouldn't influence what we should or shouldn't do. To stay strong, mobile, and functional, it's best to keep moving and not lose it. Keep lifting, walking, and get stronger in new ways. Follow these tips to keep moving for a lifetime and not be defined by a number. Use these tips and see if you're able to maintain, or dare I say even put on muscle. Leave comments and let us know your results. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a fitness-loving thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We provide updated content weekly. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to try different workouts and get your protein. We always want to bring real advice you can use right away in your health and fitness journey.